Welcome to the exciting rebirth of Superstar, featuring choose your membership rate as low as just $3 a month. At Superstar, you get expanded, exclusive video scopes each and every week, unlimited access to special horoscopes, class passes for Synchronicity University, consultations with me, and so much more. All of this in the Superstar space. I look forward to meeting you there. Hello, fabulous superstar Aquarius. Welcome to your horoscope for the month of December 2022. I am your astrologer, Nadiya Shah. Thank you for being here. It is a remarkable astrological month, without a doubt. Big moves happening in the sky now. And it is going to be on the 8th of the month that we will have this month's full moon. And this is a very powerful adrenaline full moon at that. It's got a lot of energy to it, and the main reason is Mars. A retrograde Mars is hand in hand with precision with this full moon taking place in a part of the sky for you that has to do with what you want in your heart of hearts in every area of life. It has to do with self-actualization, creative fulfillment. It has to do with happiness and fun, and it also has to do with the children in your life, and including you feeling like a big kid at that. I love this part of the sky, and I think that this can be very enjoyable. However, there's a lot of intensity here, and that enjoyment also has purpose. There's something steady to it. And the reason I say that is because it is Saturn in your sign that is going to speak in supreme harmony with this full moon. And so whatever may be happening at this time in terms of what it is that you are realizing, that you are making real in some way, a project or a matter near and dear to your heart, whether it is that you are participating in something that is genuinely fun for you, or whether it is that you're making big life changes that align you with a greater sense of happiness and fulfillment. It is likely to be at this time that you're able to understand whatever may be happening isn't just about this moment, but you're able to translate it into something that you hope will benefit you for a long time to come. If it is that you've been trying to turn a passion into something that can become an endeavor, a professional endeavor perhaps, this is where you're understanding the best action to take. I do want you to be mindful of one thing here, and that is the fact that Neptune is speaking in a conversation of tension with this full moon as well. And what that suggests is you do want to be mindful of financial implications here, okay? So there may be something really fun that you want to do, and you may have to just figure out the financial piece of it to make it come together. If it is that you're trying to turn something fun into a source of income for you, then that may be how you end up using this energy. The other way, though, is that if it is that you are seeking advice at this time, for example, whether it has to do with a creative project, whether it has to do with the desire that you may have to move towards becoming a parent, the advice you get may miss the mark. And so, especially in the days around this full moon, you just want to pace yourself a little bit. Your fertility as well could be quite unpredictable, kind of all over the place. But of course, that's just one way this energy can play out. There are many ways in which you can use this energy towards feeling as if you are aligning that much more with what you truly want in your heart of hearts, in all kinds of ways, personally, professionally, joy-wise, and otherwise as well. So that Mars retrograde hand in hand is going to be the defining characteristic. The larger Mars retrograde season that we are in the middle of, this is absolutely one of the most important peak moments of that larger cycle, helping you to bring that much more emotional clarity and truth to what your larger lessons at this time have been for you, and uniquely for you at that. As we navigate further, it is going to be on the 23rd of the month that we will have this month's new moon. And that new moon is going to happen in the sign just before yours. Right around this time of year, this tends to take place. And it does suggest that there's a lot happening on levels of soul and psyche and spirit. Sometimes this can suggest that there's something you're working on in your own time and space. And it's sort of a behind the scenes kind of thing, at least for now. But the other way in which I understand this energy, it has to do with your understanding of closing karmic ties and ending karmic chapters. Ultimately, this is a preparation for a brand new chapter that will show up 28 and a half days later. That is when, and in January is when, we are going to have a new moon in your sign. And that's a fresh new chapter for you. It's like a brand new year, literally for you at that. It's your personal new year. And so having this new moon just before that, it does speak to an understanding that you have a desire to create space, but also you're getting in touch with some understanding of all the things that you have yet to do in this lifetime. And so being excited about what could be next and what you feel strongly you're moving towards means that you can allow healthy closures to take place where they are needed so that you can be that much more open to all those wonderful things that you have yet to do during this incarnation and so much more. This is an energy of faith that is strong, that is strengthened, and an energy that feels all your own. It's about you feeling plugged into source, and in your own unique way, there's going to be a sense of a new beginning in this very understanding of your connection to source. And you may want to spend this time to nurture that connection so that you can maximize its potential, especially once we move further into January and you get your personal new year with that new moon. Now, where it comes to matters of love, I'm going to go to that full moon because I feel that full moon in that heart-oriented part of the sky having to do with romance and flirtation. And of course, you've been in that larger lesson with Mars retrograde season in that heart-oriented part of the sky for you as well. Chances are that energy of that full moon is going to bring a lot of emotion to your understanding of what it is that you truly want in your heart of hearts, what it is that you understand love to be and romance to be, and how it is you understand your alignment with it as well, and how much you get to experience it. For those of you open to meeting someone new, I do think that full moon energy will very likely bring with it a notable flirtation at the very least. Now, it could be a flirtation that has a lot of adrenaline and a lot of passion as well, very likely at this time. But for all that, ultimately, this is about you coming to understand your openness to engage other people and coming to understand how it is that joy and happiness and enjoying your life can end up operating as a magnet to other people. The connections you do make now likely are going to come with some very powerful karmic lessons that open your heart to love that much more. For those of you just starting to date somebody, it is that full moon that's going to help you to get very honest about how you feel about this person. There could be an increase of intimacy at this time. Although if this is someone where you haven't been very sure, look, this energy can also be frustrating as well. I'm sorry to say, but it does happen. The thing to remember though is with Mars retrograde in this part of the sky, breakups that happen, especially with someone that you're just dating, they tend to not stay broken up. And the likelihood of confusion or misunderstandings is that much higher as well. And so pace yourself, of course, do what it is that feels right for you to do in light of your unique circumstances at any given moment. But know that the events around the full moon are likely to be defining in some way. And chances are you may see the events around the full moon differently in some way once we navigate further into the new year, especially once Mars goes direct in mid-January. And for those of you in an established bond, what a remarkable time this can be. In established bonds, there is this sense now of wanting to be that much more understood and connected on a heart level, wanting to feel the strength of the love that the two of you share that much more at a time like this as well. This can be enlivening energy, this full moon energy, but at the same time, it can also be one that sort of heightens tension as well. So you just want to make sure that you're doing the best you can to be kind and gentle with yourself and this person that you love as well. And so remember, this energy is about joy and happiness and fun and the experience of love, not necessarily about partnership and sharing. That is a different part of the sky that isn't necessarily lit up, at least not just yet. And so where the emphasis is on understanding each other on a heart level, that work, that illumination, that understanding has that much more an opportunity to come forward under the light of the full moon. What I love about this month for you, there's so much here. It is a valuable and meaningful astrological moment. I love how the energy now is one of hope and inspiration and really buoyancy as well. You certainly are moving yourself in a direction that can feel very heart inspired. And there's a certain lack of patience where it comes to you wanting to be more fully aligned with what you truly want in your heart of hearts in every area of life. And where that leads you to a genuine sense of fulfillment and even self-actualization, that's where you know you're on the right track. Well, thank you so much for watching. You can get a video like this each and every week for each and every sign for as low as just $3 a month with Choose Your Membership rate. Higher tiers get you things like all access passes to Synchronicity University events, consultations with me, and so much more. All of this in the superstar space at NadiyaShahSuperstars.com. I look forward to meeting you there. Thank you again for watching. It'll be a great month. Enjoy.